Mortal Kombat X introduced 9 new characters, and those set of characters were really well received and probably the best received set of new characters in a long time when you compare them to the console era characters that were introduced in that era. So I don't think the question of will we see brand new characters in MK11 should be ignored. Every Mortal Kombat game has introduced a new character, and even in MK9, Scarlet was sort of a new character they made from the ground up. Of course, Scarlet was a rumor, so she was always sort of there and had an association with Mortal Kombat, but she's still a new character. In a similar case with Ermac, where he was also a rumor in MK1, and he was always sort of there, but he's still considered a new character when he was introduced in MK3. So for today's video, I'm going to be listening and talking about some possible new characters who have an association with Mortal Kombat if we are to get new characters in MK11. Now personally, I do not want to see new characters in MK11. I think we have plenty of Mortal Kombat characters who still need a chance to come back, and I would hate it if another Ferrator type character or Aaron Black type character, who are both cool, don't get me wrong, they both have interesting concepts, but they don't do anything interesting with them and they're just treated like jobbers. I don't want them taking the slot from someone like Reiko, who has a lot of potential, or Havoc, who also has a lot of potential. But I also think to make this feel like a new Mortal Kombat game, it's appropriate to have maybe 3 brand new characters. Like, it's appropriate to have new characters in general to make this feel like a new Mortal Kombat game. But personally, I wouldn't mind maybe 3 new characters. Even though I don't want them taking slots from other characters who are more deserving of it, there are some possible new characters who already have an association with Mortal Kombat who I wouldn't mind seeing if they made it in. I think the big obvious one, and the one who I think has the best chance to become a new character, is the mystery woman in Jade's MK9 ending. We already know she is from an unknown realm, so exploring whatever realm she's from would be an interesting addition to the Mortal Kombat lore. I know people say that she's from the Dream Realm, but that's still yet to be confirmed, and if it is the Dream Realm, then that would mean the Dream Realm is canon in Mortal Kombat. She has the spiritual or ghostly appearance, and having a ghost type character in a Netherrealm fighting game is something Netherrealm hasn't done yet, and is something that could definitely work. You look at Killer Instinct and they seem to have that checked off, and it would be very cool if our Mortal Kombat ghost character isn't a demon from hell, and it would be an interesting take if this ghost was a good character and doesn't look like a demon. But in order for this character to be in, Jade has to be in first, and we all know she's coming back, so whether or not they will separate these two is still up in the air. But I would absolutely love it if this mystery woman became our ghost type Mortal Kombat character. Another character that I constantly see being brought up in anything Mortal Kombat related is Hydro. Now, if you guys don't know who Hydro is, Hydro first debuted in the Malibu Mortal Kombat comics as a Lin Kuei member and as Sub-Zero's apprentice. This character can manipulate water and ice at the same time, so he's a Rain and Sub-Zero hybrid, come to think of it. You may have seen him in those fan-made Mortal Kombat games like the Mugen games as the blue cyber ninja who isn't Cyber Sub-Zero, and he was also seen as the first made cyborg in the Mortal Kombat Legacy series. A lot of fans are kinda interested to see what this character can bring to the table in a modern day Mortal Kombat game. But honestly, I think NetherRealm's response to Hydro as a playable character was Cyber Sub-Zero. And although Cyber Sub-Zero obviously doesn't have water powers like Hydro does, he also is the blue cyborg everyone made Hydro out to be. I don't think we will ever see Hydro as a playable character, but it is something to bring up when you're talking about new characters, since he's never been playable before. Now let's transition from a Lin Kuei character to some Black Dragon characters, and those are NoFace and Taja. NoFace first appeared in Mortal Kombat Special Forces, and he has no nose, no ears, and no hair, which explains his name. His weapon of choice is a flamethrower, and that's pretty much all there is to him. A flamethrower type character hasn't been done in Mortal Kombat, but I can also see a lot more to NoFace than just using a flamethrower. Like, I can see him being a tinkerer type character who has a shitload of tactical gadgets and bombs and different types of crazy weapons. It would be nice for a character to have a different weapon of choice than the generic rifle and pistol that you see all of the time. As for Taja, she also first appeared in Mortal Kombat Special Forces, and all we really know about her is that she's a Black Dragon member and she's an expert swordsman. and that doesn't really seem all that interesting to me, but that's an easy fix if she's put into the games. What I do like the most about her is her design in the Mortal Kombat X comics. Like, holy shit, this is totally waifu material. Though I feel like she looks a little too similar to Li Mei, just a little. I mean, there's obviously a difference, but if Taja never existed, and if you were to tell me this is how Li Mei looks like in the next Mortal Kombat game, I would probably believe you. As you may know, Sean Kittleson is now the writer for the games, and he was also the writer for the Mortal Kombat X comics, which is where Taja made her latest appearance. So I can see him writing in a role for Taja to fill in somewhere in the story, but I just don't know how likely that is. I mean, they gave her a new design, so that's something, but I think if they really wanted to have this character and NoFace make it into the games, they would probably push a little harder, just like how they're doing for the Mystery Woman for Jade, but who knows, right? I know some people are going to be like, well, what about Kano's son? And honestly, and I've been getting this a lot actually, I think that's just fucking fan fiction. Like, I don't think that's gonna go anywhere, and it's just gonna be boring if yet another new character is introduced and they're related to yet another classic Mortal Kombat character. Like, enough with the kids and the cousins and all that bullshit. Let's just get some cool Mortal Kombat characters who already have an interesting concept like NoFace and Taja. Now, there are a couple of Brotherhood of Shadow characters that are notable to bring up, and those are the other two servants of Quan Chi that associate with Serena, and they are Kia and Jataka, who both first appeared in Mortal Kombat mythologies. Not much is really known about them other than what I just said. With Serena now reintroduced in the new games, I do wonder if they will address the whereabouts of her sisters. They don't necessarily have to be playable, but I would like to see their inclusion in maybe Serena's bio or in her ending or a cameo in the story. That's if Serena's in the game. I would like to see them playable, but I don't think having a lot of demons on the roster is something NetherRealm would do. So I don't think they have any real chance of being in a game, or any game for that matter, but it is notable to bring up. The last character that I'm going to be talking about is Forest Fox, who appeared in the Mortal Kombat X comic for a couple pages and then was killed off. Other than the fact that he was trained by Scorpion alongside Takeda, he is a member of the Shiryu clan, and his face is cut off since he was possessed. And there's not much to him as well. The only reason why I can see Forest Fox being in the game even though he's dead is if Sean Kittleson really wants to bring his new character that he created into the games. Other than that, I can't really say that I think he'll be in. I know a lot of people thought he would be a new character in MKX when he was first revealed, but that didn't end up being the case. Will it be for MK11? Maybe, maybe not. Even though there are plenty more Mortal Kombat characters that are associated with the franchise but aren't playable, I still believe the only one who has a real shot of making it into the game is the Mystery Woman. There's a big story coming her way, and since she's a ghost character, the gameplay possibilities are endless, and it's something I would love to see in a Mortal Kombat game. The animations and the visuals would just look fantastic. Anyways, out of the characters that I mentioned, which one would you guys like to see appear in Mortal Kombat 11? And if there's some that I didn't mention, be sure to leave it in the comments below. I would like to know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on this video, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you stay tuned for more Mortal Kombat 11 content. That's what I've got for today, fellas, and I'll see you guys in the next one.